everyone, Panda here, and welcome back to ShrineWatch. In today's show, we're going to talk about the new PTB, we're going to have a little talk about all the intricacies and different changes they've made over there, and have a look at the Shrine of Secrets perks and take them into some games. So the big news is that the PTB is up, and in the PTB, they've added several different big changes to the game. In this patch, they've made it so flashlights can no longer chain click. People used to make macros so the flashlight went brrr. You cannot do that anymore. They've added a slight delay, which honestly is great. I've been wanting this for ages, just to stop it. You know, they can still click the flashlight, but it's not quite as obnoxious and annoying as before. Survivors are now able to get themselves up off the ground if they've been knocked down, instead of before having to be picked up. Now, if the survivor can fully recover, they can get straight up, which is crazy. That's probably the biggest change in this patch, and it's going to affect a lot of things. So over on the PTB, everyone's testing out how it works, building their builds, trying to make it so they can get up off the ground as fast as possible. And I've got to say, it really is ridiculously fast. If all of the survivors were swarming you and you were knocking them all down, they'd all be able to get back up off the ground really regularly. It's kind of a nightmare. I don't really know how to play around this or how people are gonna play around this. By default, it'll take you 45 seconds to get back up off the ground. However, when you combo this with Tenacity and Unbreakable, Boon Exponential, you will recover a lot faster. And I believe the fastest you can do it is 20 seconds. So if the killer leaves you on the ground for 20 seconds, you could potentially get back up and heal yourself. And they've done this because they say they want to eliminate slugging from the game so that, you know, the killer doesn't slug loads of people onto the ground and leave them there while they chase after other people. But that, combined with the new Mori system, is definitely confusing as to how that's going to work. So the new finisher Mori, they've taken Moris out of the games. You can no longer trigger the Mori animation from the Mori offerings or even from Devour Hope or Rancor. Instead, there is only a possibility of seeing one Mori in a game, and that is on the finisher Mori, the new system that they're going to try implementing. Now, all of these changes should be going live in the October patch, in the end of October, around Halloween. So they've still got a little bit of time to tweak it, but essentially, if you're the last standing survivor, so that means even your other 3 people could be lying down on the ground or hooked, but at least if they're not running around, you'll get a special icon on the right-hand side of the screen and a noise will ring out. And if you knock that final survivor down to the ground, it will trigger the finishing Mori, and you get this cool little animation as it transfers into the Mori animation. But that is the only way you're going to see a Mori, and I don't really know what I think about this, if I like it or hate it. It is a cool cinematic way to end the game if you can get there, but the fact that it can trigger from people just being down on the ground makes it very strange. So with the mechanic to be able to get back up off the ground, basically everyone having Unbreakable, is that actually going to help so much with slugging? Because the survivor's going to be able to get themselves up, but the killer knows if he can knock down, just knock them down, doesn't have to hook them, knock down the survivors within that time frame before someone can get back up. They don't have to worry about picking up the survivors and hooking them. All they're incentivized to do is just knock them down as quick as possible. In some sort of dream world, if a Leatherface knocked down all 4 survivors in one chainsaw sweep, would the game instantly end? From what I've seen about the rules, that is what would happen. It would just transition straight into the end game instantly. So I don't know, I think it actually removes a lot of survivability from the survivors, and by doing that also incentivize killer to tunnel people out of the game early, so there's less people to knock down in future. And honestly, I don't know what it's really going to do to the game. They will be tweaking it over the next month, I would imagine, and hopefully we're going to get a lot of feedback from the community, and it'll give them a better idea of, you know, what's a good idea and what's not a good idea. But I don't know if I'm entirely confident that this is going to be a good thing. I just don't understand why it is if the other survivors are downed. You know, if they're down on the ground, I don't know if it should transition to the Mori. You know, I just thought it was going to be if the final survivor in the game, you know, no one else is there, and you knock them down, you get the Mori. That would be kind of cool, you know, just a little special finisher. But the current new system, I don't know, I think it's going to promote a lot of gameplay that they're trying to get away from. Anyway, I'd be really interested to know what everyone thinks about this, because it's definitely a sensitive subject and something that is going to massively change the way that DBD is played. And you've really got to feel sorry for the twins, because knocking someone down with Victor and then not being able to get there in 20 seconds, the survivor is going to get back up. If someone goes over there and heals them, they're going to get back up. It's just going to be a nightmare. I don't know, controlling the game as killer, sometimes you need to knock someone down and leave them down for a minute. You know, not leave them down for the full 5 minutes so they bleed out, but leave them down for a little bit while you take care of other stuff. You kick a gen, chase someone else away. I don't know, I think it's going to make for some really scary situations. And also, if people are out there sabotaging hooks, you know, you pick someone up, carry them a bit to a hook, they sabotage it and you've got to put them down. What are you going to do? You know, there's not really much you can do. That person is going to get back up. Anyway, really weird. Definitely not how I thought it was going to go. And of course, with these changes, Bill has taken another hit. First of all, they transitioned borrowed time into the game with an inbuilt borrowed time for everyone. Of course, you can still use borrowed time and it just extends it, but still they added borrowed time in. And now they've given everyone unbreakable, essentially. What's next? Left Behind? Honestly, I could see them doing this. Left Behind lets you see the hatch if you're the last survivor in the match. And of course, at the moment, if you are the last survivor in the match, you are going to get moried if you get caught. So I could see them doing this and just making all of Bill's perks pretty much standard kits. We've got a cosplay here of the Hag by Shapeshifter Cosplay. Honestly, a really dedicated rendition of the Lettuce Hag skin. I'm not entirely sure why they've gone for the Lettuce Hag, but I'm not going to complain with it. Definitely one of the weirder skins in the game. Very cool. A pretty great addition is coming up as well. Inclusion of Stage 2 of our Prestige catch-up. So if your character were level 50 before the Prestige system, either 0, 1, or 2, as of 6.1.0, you'll get 2 free Prestige levels. And I've got to say, for me personally, this is going to change everything for Survivor, because all of my survivors will be at Prestige 3, enabling me to have all of the perks across all of my survivors fully unlocked. Definitely a nice little bonus for people that played before the patch, and it's going to get everyone a little bit caught up and closer to, you know, that point where the grind is pretty much over. You've pretty much unlocked everything and you can just play the game. And also, just a little bit for the archives, you're going to be able to pick a killer and a survivor challenge at the same time, so you don't have to keep on going back and forth if you change roles, which is so annoying. So that's great. And also a way to know where the completed archive challenges are. Like me, I go back, you know, to previous archives to try and find a challenge to do, and then I can never find it because I can't remember if it was in Tome 4 or 6 or 7. So that's going to make it a lot easier for just everyone. Just a nice quality of life change that I think we needed. And it's not fully confirmed yet, but DBD Leaks, who is pretty much right about everything. I personally think they are someone that works inside behavior, who is leaking all of this stuff constantly because it's always so correct. But they have come out and said that the next killer, which has been dubbed Knight, you know, codename Knight, and personally, I didn't think this was going to happen, but it does seem like the next collaboration is going to be a For Honor chapter in Dead by Daylight. For Honor, the sort of arcadey fighter game where you play as samurais, you play as barbarians, you play as knights, and I guess codename Knight is actually going to be a knight. If you aren't aware, there was once before a crossover with For Honor and Dead by Daylight, where in DBD we got a charm of a knight head. Pretty basic and crappy, but over in For Honor, they had this huge event where the Trapper entered the game. It was this boss guy, he could hook, and like, it was this huge event with loads of really cool DBD content in there. Sadly, we didn't get any cool stuff in DBD back then, but supposedly the next chapter is going to be For Honor. It's going to be a knight. I would risk, you know, thinking it's going to be a knight, and also we're going to get a new realm that we've not seen before. So quite possibly some sort of castle, medieval setting. I don't know, but it does sound really cool from the sounds of it. The community doesn't seem so sure if they want a knight for a killer, but, you know, does it really matter? They still definitely have ways to make a knight spooky, to make him oppressive and, you know, just tense, and a new map. Thank God for that, because we have got a serious shortage of maps in Dead by Daylight. I feel like it's always the cornfield, the area of crows, and I just want to play the dark, spooky maps. I don't want to play the broad daylight crap maps. You know, area of crows is terrible for killer. Some killers, maybe not as bad, but for most killers, getting from one end of the map to the other just takes an entire day, and it just doesn't feel like a good loop to play. I really wish that they would spend a little bit of time balancing maps. Like the Garden of Joy sucks too. Just fix it, you know? Is it that hard to fix? I'm pretty sure if they released all the files to the public, like everyone would make these changes really fast. It would take like 2 days before people had improved the maps, submitted them, and we could play them. But for some reason with behavior, map reworks and all of that stuff takes literally years. And one sad thing to come from the Mori changes is that Ghostface's Mori will no longer be photobombed. You won't be able to get into the background. You know, people have been doing this since Ghostface came out. It just seems to be a huge part of the character and the Mori and just add so much to it, but that is not going to be possible anymore. And I think, you know, it's just a little change, but I think people are going to miss it. I think it's a lot of fun, and it was a fun little thing. And actually, you know, just photobombing the Moris in general is no longer going to be a thing. I don't know if I like this new system. And all of the Mori items that are currently in the game are going to be changed to just give you extra blood points. So it's based on the amount of kills that you get. So if you have all 4 survivors killed and you finish the game with a finisher Mori, you will get an extra 20,000 blood points if you have an ebony Mori equipped. But people have done the math, and if you just bring a survivor pudding or a cake or whatever, you'll get far more blood points than if you actually went in with a Mori. So I don't know, they even need to buff that massively or just do something. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. And as a Mori lover myself, I feel a little bit left out. So with the PTB being data mined, which it always is, we can see the next tome is Discordance, and in here we're going to have a skin for the Wraith, Michaela, Adam and Meg, also a skin for Jonah and for the Blight. But mainly it seems to be focused around Ghostface, and look at what Ghostface is getting. A full new cosmetic set and 5 new masks. And this is crazy. One of the masks is actually the Scary Movie mask, where the Ghostface is stoned, you know, he's doing the entire "what's up" meme thing. And I don't know, somehow they've managed to get that into the game. I can imagine that every Ghostface is going to use this. Is anyone going to use this one that's furry, or this one that's bloody, or this one that's just dirty, when they could actually use the just meme mask? I don't know, but I'm kind of into it. You know, I've always thought this was funny. Actually, when Ghostface came out, I bought one of these masks to use on stream, just for fun. And now there's actually a legit use for it. Howdy Hoes finally finishes their set of killers with the Dredge. Here it is, absolutely disgusting. The Dredge definitely got to be one of the harder ones to draw, especially in this really wild art style, but just really amazing. I really hope we're going to see a full set of survivors after this, but it must be a huge amount of work. You know, you can't just fart one of these out. That looks like hours and hours and hours of work. So Howdy Hoes, you have a huge amount of respect for me for the work that you've done here. Bravo. And finally, we've got a little bit of information about this year's event, the October event. Every single year we have an event on Halloween, whether it's big or small. This year we're having Haunted by Daylight. That's all that we know about it at this point. There is nothing more. But, you know, at least we're going to get an event. We have to see what it is. Hopefully it's not something really boring. I really am tired of super ineffectual events that don't really change the game. You know, for one time a year, just give us some event that's pretty different, pretty interesting, change the game a bit. You know, it's not permanent, but it's a chance for people to take it a little bit less seriously, have some fun with it. Anyway, we're gonna have to see what we're gonna get here. Anyway, there is the news. We're going to check out the Shrine of Secrets perks now and take them into some games. So on our Survivor side, our first perk is an Adam perk. It's 7th time on the Shrine. We have Diversion. Stay in the killer's terror radius for long enough and this perk will activate, and by crouching and pressing the active button you will throw a pebble, which where it lands will create a noise for the killer, like a little notification, and also leave a little cluster of scratch marks, enabling you to really send the killer in the wrong direction, distract them at the right time, and just try and make some big plays. And whenever someone uses this on me in a game and I get distracted by it, it's really frustrating because you don't know the difference between a diversion hit and a vault, a failed skill check, you know, all of these different things that create a noise notification for the killer with the little bubble is created by diversion. So in the right hands, I think very, very strong. And our second perk is a Detective Tap perk. It's 15th time on the Shrine. We have Tenacity. Now, it might be worth taking this for the future update because I think that Anti-Slug builds, you know, being down on the ground and being able to move fast and recover at the same time could be very beneficial. I don't know, depends on what you think of the update and how it's going to go, but definitely a possibility. Maybe keep it in mind. Over on our killer perks, our first perk is a fan favorite. It's the perk that's picked the most for all killers right now. It's a bubble perk. It is Barbecue and Chili. After hooking someone for 4 seconds, you can see the auras of people that are more than 40 meters from the hook, giving you a good idea of where to go next and try and kill them. And our final perk up on the Shrine is a Pyramid Head perk. It's 7th time on the Shrine. We have Deathbound. Whenever a survivor finishes a heal more than 32 meters away from you, the person who is healing will scream, revealing their location and also activating Deathbound. And for the next minute, that survivor will be oblivious when more than 8 meters away from the person they healed, so they won't be able to hear your terror radius, and you can get up on them and surprise them and probably get at least an injury on them. To me at least, this is just useful for knowing where people healed up. The Oblivious bit is kind of cool because you can get the drop on people, but just knowing which direction to head in is a big bonus for me. So there are our perks, and what are my picks? Well, if you're going to try running some super slippery build with recovery on the next patch, then Tenacity, I guess, for survivors. But I've got to say, Diversion is really quite fun to use and satisfying to use as well. And over on Killer, if you've not already got Barbecue and Chili, it's time to buy it because, let's face it, Leatherface is a licensed content, so you can't buy them with shards, so this is your chance to get the perk. But also, Deathbound is a Pyramid Head perk, but I just don't really think it's that good or that useful. So let's now grab these perks, take them in some games, and see if I can get some value out of them. Okay, so Survivor game, let's go. I'm going to bring in Tenacity and pair it up with Unbreakable so I can actually get some value out of it. I'm going to bring Diversion, of course, and Overcome, just so when I get hit, I zoom away super fast. Let's go, Jeff. My guy, Bandana Jeff. Apparently, it's some sort of revolution. Alright, here we go. Hopefully, it's a Wesker because his huge terror radius will mean that Diversion stacks up, well, from basically across the map. And let's hope that my team's actually awake. Let's go, team! It's time to find a generator, and actually, it's a Blight. Well, that's terrifying. Definitely not my favorite thing to go against. Very spooky. And he's already injured someone. Okay, right, well. Okay, well, you guys tried. You tried. That's the best thing. Oh, God! Okay. Alright, here's my time to shine. Expert Looper Jeff. What the hell? Let's toss the Diversion over there. He's... It worked. Oh my god, he doesn't know where the hell I've gone. What an expert play. Diversion coming in super clutch. See if I can get it up again. Throw it in the same area. Oh god, Laurie was over there. I'm sorry, Laurie. That's not my fault, okay? I didn't know you were over there. Again? For the millionth time? Fourth time in like... Before we get one generator? It's definitely interesting. Hopefully we see a generator apart from mine. Oh, you absolute dick. He's bloody coming! Okay. Expert Jeff techniques. Is he going to kick the gen? He's not kicking the bloody gen. Alright, time to buy myself as much time as possible. There's no pallet here. That... Oh, shit! Alright, that's not ideal. I was just going to use Overcome here to just get miles away. He probably will not have expected this, and I'll use my Giganto Brain Jeff plays to escape. And I've got a medkit. Let's just heal myself up here. Holy shit, the gens are actually just popping off. Pretty cool. Maybe we are going to defeat this dude. Okay, Diversion's ready yet again. Let's toss it. I was hoping it's going to make him think that they're vaulting that window and buy them some time. I'm not sure it worked, though. Where the hell was that? Oh, over there. Alright, well, look, one generator done against the Blight. Actually pretty pleased with this result. Let's let go of the... Let go of the gen. Back on the gen. And he zoomed away. That's cool. Right, taking your finger off the generator when you know they've got pain resonance is literally the way to do it, because it won't explode the gen with you on it, you won't scream, and it's pretty much good timed. He doesn't want me, he just wants Serena. I mean, that kind of makes sense. She's already been hooked once. Let's go save old Steve over here. And hopefully the last gen's been worked on. I don't know where. Can't see through this bloody fog. Oh. Right there. Oh my god. Okay, that's annoying. Is he coming for me? He is coming for me. Okay, great. Shit! Oh, God. Scared the absolute crap out of me. Right, how to do this? Diversion! That didn't work. That did not work. Right, well, I got Tenacity Unbreakable. And I'm cruising. Alright, I was cruising for about half a second there. Well, this definitely took a different turn. I thought we were going to get absolutely smashed, but we've come through this with just 5 hooks. She's doing a totem. Oh, no edge confirmed. All right, Steve's opening the gate. Come on, team. We can do this. A boon totem? Great. I thought that was a no-hit. All right, well, you know, it's still something. Steve's opened the gate. Been opening the gate for like 2 hours. Has he got remember me? Let's go, team. Let's go, team. Okay, thank you. What are we doing? We're all going to go heal? Okay. I really want to get value out of this bloody unbreakable tenacity rubbish. How can I do that? Oh, yeah, heal me. Alright, I'm just going to literally suicide myself in because I need to attempt to get value out of this. So whatever happens is fine. You know, if I die, that's fine. If I don't die, that's fine. He's angry. Take the hit. Okay. Tenacity unbreakable. We're cruising. No, don't pick me up, bro. Don't do it. Yes, Meg. Yes, Serena. Absolute legend. Put me down. Put me down. Oh, yeah. Great. All right, tenacity unbreakable. On the go. Look at this. Value. Pure, unadulterated value. God, I love life right now. Steve, I'm not interested in your shenanigans. No, Steve, I'm not interested. I've got the perks, dude. He's going for the glyph. And I'm up. Great. Great. Well, there you go. Tenacity unbreakable. What a combo. Gonna be such a combo in the coming patch. It's gonna be absolutely disgusting. So, some sort of value acquired? Okay. Alright, well, we got some value out of my perks. That makes me happy, quite honestly. You know, not the greatest game. Killer didn't absolutely annihilate us, but did get a little bit of value. Let's give him a GG and hop out of here. Okay, so let's play a bit of Trapper. I love the Trapper. He's just the dude. He's just the original. He's just the OG killer. Let's go in, take some extra traps, see how this goes this way. I'm going to use the Mori because, look, it makes sense to use your Moris now before they become pretty much obsolete. All right, take 2. It's trapping time. What do we got here? We got some survivors. Great. Can I pick this up? I cannot. All right, love it. All right, hopefully this is not a waste of time going down here. It's not. I found you, Zarina. She didn't take the window. Wow, that's pretty annoying. Let's give the generator a kick while I'm here. We've got oppression. She will have broken away. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Hopefully she goes for that trap and we get a nice, easy down here to start the game off in the right way. Go, Zarina, go! Go, Zarina, go! If I know survivors, she's gonna go straight... I'm gonna go straight for that window. Do it, Zarina! She's bloody onto me. Damn, she's the smart one. Alright, I don't like that very much. Right, well, no down. Here come the gens. What the fuck? Okay, there goes the second gen. Alright, it's not looking great. I'm gonna have to go for like a mega slugfest here. Might as well enjoy the slugging while we can, right? Before it's disabled. And she broke away. Love that little fake out. When it works, it bloody works. I'm going to eat you. Pallet here? Great. Oh, great. Walk straight into it, dum-dum. Right, maybe I'll go this way. I've got a crazy idea. Let's go over here. Is that someone just AFK? It is? Okay. Interesting. Where? What's your problem? What's your problem? I can't understand it. Oh well, let's look this person up. You have attempted to ruin the game. Congratulations. And I can't seem to pick her up. Nice. Alright, well, first hook. Damn, only 2 gens as well. Let's see, barbecue, we got someone there, we got someone there. Thank you, Barbecue, for lighting the way. I appreciate you. I just need someone to go into my damn traps. That would really just springboard this game into actually being something. At this point, it's pretty much just a colossal humiliation. Claude, come here. I like your shirt, Claude. I like your trap, Claude. Good. This is what I need. Pressure. Give me pressure. Okay, hook her up. Gonna kick that generator. Give it a bit of oppression. Hopefully it interrupts the person on the other side of the map, or at least... God damn it. God damn survivors and your bloody fingers. Get your fingers out of my generators, you little douchebags. Okay, they've saved. They're gonna heal and get deathbound. Ah, they're bloody. They know about the traps. That looks like a death. That looks like a bloody dead hard play right to me. No? Okay. Man, if I can keep this rolling, I might actually have a chance here. They're going to save that person. I need to kick that generator. That's really goddamn important right now. Hook you up. They've been saved. Right, who's saving so I can know who's deathbound? Because it'll be really easy to actually sneak up on someone who... Shit. Oh, that gen has been touched? I can kick it. Thank God. All right, oppression, go. All right, so they're going to heal over there. Where the hell was it? I don't know, but... Scratches? Oh. Oh, it's this bloody Claudette squad again. Interesting. See, now she seems to be trying to play the game, which is kind of weird. And she's got sprint burst. Okay, let's go over here. Maybe they'll run through the trap, if we're lucky. Hello, Zarina. Right, they're not going through the traps. Survivors, you're bloody devils, I gotta say. Nice. All right, let's knock this one down. Good job. Do you just... Oh, it's a different person. Let's see, he stood in the same trap twice. That's pretty incredible. Hi, Yui. I'm behind you. Come here. Right, 3 people injured. That's kind of nice. That's, I mean, everyone injured. And they're healing. No pallets, I'm afraid. Oh, shit. What the hell? Body block like Claudette. Let's go for the Yui. All right. We're talking here. Now we're actually getting somewhere. Pretend to put down a trap here. But I'm not really doing it. Is there 2 windows here? That's pretty toxic. Hey, Yui, I wasn't actually putting down a trap. Big surprise. Oh, she does have dead hard. What the hell? She was just stalling it before and bluffing me. I respect that. But I also want to kill you. She's obviously going to go through that window. Right. The gen's still cooked. Kicked. Hello there, sausage. She's going to go into the trap. Damn. Okay, I'm actually getting some bloody result out of my traps there. So many times I play Trapper at the moment, and I just get absolutely 0 value from any of my traps, and it just feels stupid. But this is nice. You're over there. You giving up? Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Well, they went from having a pretty strong early game there to having a not so strong after game. She disconnected. Jesus. Yui. What are you doing, Yui? Can I hit through this? You may live. You may live, only because that Claudette disconnected. Or do you want to die? Do you want to go here? Alright, weird games, man. I just feel like Trapper, literally one of the least strong killers in the game. Why are they so offended? Like, if you get hooked, or if you get in a trap, that's part of the trapper's power. Why is that a bad thing? GG. Well, that is ShrineWatch, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Leave a like. If you did, show it to a friend and shave the URL into your dog. I will catch you next time. Have a great week. Come follow me over on Twitch if you care to. I'd really appreciate that. And see you next time. Panda out.